Good morning, class. As in week 2, you have been given to write the summary of chapter 1 for English literature. So we will be just revising some rules of summary. You have done summary writing in grade 6 as well as in grade 5 as well, but still rules need to be revised. First of all, what is summary? A summary is a shortened passage of which keeps the essential information of the original. It just gives you the essential, the important information, not each and everything. It is a brief restatement in your own words of the contents of the passage. It has to be in your own words, not the exact words that are given in the story. Now, coming to how to prepare for a summary. Before you start writing a summary, you need to first of all read the story, read the chapter carefully, understand the text. Once you have understood what the chapter is saying, then you should underline the sentences which are important for the summary, so that you know this is the important information, this needs to be written so that you can convert it in your own words. Then select the keywords, write them down, the keywords that you need to use. You can use some keywords from the story. And if necessary, transform direct speech to indirect speech. In a summary, you never use direct speech. You always have to convert it into indirect speech, and that is if it is giving some important information. The things that are saying hello, how are you, that does not need to be written in summary. And for example, in the first chapter of the Gladys, it's given that the Gladys is saying that she wants to marry a man who is brave and heroic and famous. You can convert this information into indirect speech because it is something important that you can write it like this, that the Gladys refused to marry him because she wanted to marry someone who is brave, heroic and famous. But you don't need to write each and every word she said, like a man who has no fear of death, a man who has traveled. Just summarize it. Just choose the important information from this. Now coming to the basic rules. The basic rules are that it should only include the important ideas, not each and every idea, and leave out the little details and repeated information. Don't repeat something again and again in a summary. Put ideas in your own words, as I said earlier, that it should be your own words, not the exact words of the chapter. Cut the original text to 1/3. It should be smaller, much smaller than the original chapter. The past events should be written in past tense, future events in future tense, and present events in present tense. Another rule of the story is that it has to be written in second form. For example, here it is written when I was young. When I was young, you will not write in the summary when I was young. You will not use I. You will use he. When he was young, you are going to write indirectly. Now, so basically what you have to write which characters were in the chapter, when it took place, where it took place, what happened, why it happened, and how it happened. So now, class, read the chapter carefully and keeping these rules in mind, summarize the chapter. Best of luck.